Well, good morning, boys and girls, kids and campers, and welcome to Coffee with Cancer from Florida. It's Wednesday, February 9th, and it stopped raining. Yay! Um, we had pretty heavy rain here overnight last night, um, but it has stopped raining. I am still in bed. I'm really tired and wore out. Had a busy couple of days, but I'm probably going to go back to sleep after this live stream. But that's okay. I'm up with you guys now, and um, let me say good morning. I see Tommy from River Styx was here a half an hour early. So Tommy, good morning. Lane, good morning, and Bill, good morning. Um, I'm sure somewhere along the way, Cynthia will be in. Um, I hope. I didn't send any messages out this morning. I figure I've been doing this long enough. I don't really need to um, send messages that I'm going live. So maybe Cynthia is out doing something. Maybe she's frozen to the ground. I don't know. Um, I had a good last couple of days. Was up in or down in a couple towns to the south, um, and helping out some friends. Um, I did get to do a little bit of metal detecting, and I got a whole bunch of permissions. Um, this morning's affirmation is: happiness is a choice. I base my happiness on my own accomplishments and the blessings I've been given. Happiness is a choice. Good morning, Mark Davis. Lane, that's really cool, man. I've considered looking into one of those uh, ORXs. I think I don't know. I think it's kind of neat that there's no wires on those things. Um, but um, I was helping out a friend in a neighborhood that was built between 1923 and 1930, and I got a chance to talk to a couple of the neighbors, and I was uh, gaining permissions every couple of minutes. And so I got an entire neighborhood, 4 city blocks, 37 homes. Swang the coil on my friend's property for about 30 minutes, and I got another Tootsie toy. Man, I love these things. I think they're so cool. This is the 1930 Roadster number 2. As you can see, the paint on this thing is really nice. It's got great color. It's in super good condition. So another Tootsie toy. I also got a piece of silver. I found a coin silver. Ah, there she is. Good morning, Cynthia. Um, I got a coin silver pin, 0.800 silver. I only spent 30 minutes in that yard, and then I had to go because it was going to get dark, and I needed to get back to camp. So there's still a little bit of stuff here in Florida, I guess. Uh, um, Cynthia, you're late. What's up with that? His old age must be setting in or something. I'll throw the link up there if somebody wants to come up and say hi. Mark, how's the weather up there? Is it getting better? Is it time for me to come home yet? The weather here has been. Well, yesterday was down south. I was in the donut hole. There was rain all around me, but no rain where I was. And then I came back up to camp, and it was pouring. I left the donut hole. This Friday, I'm gonna go to an outside show. Let's see, it warmed up today. Wow, 40 degrees. Holy crap. All that snow you got up there is going to melt away. So Friday, I'm going to go to this outside show. Let's see if I can find. There it is. It's the Florida Gas Bash. It's a gas, oil, and soda show, and it's this property. I drive by this property all the time, and he's got the visible gas pump and the old stuff sitting outside. It's really a neat little property. The Florida Gas Bash. This is what the thing looks like. So I'm gonna go and check this out on Friday and see what kind of neat stuff they have there. Oh, hey, look at that. My brother from another, well, my cousin from another brother. SWFL, welcome, Daryl. Mark says, I hope some snow melts. I want to start swinging. I know there's a lot to be found. You're absolutely right, Mark, but even if the snow melts, you're probably going to have 2 foot of permafrost. I tell you, better get the pickaxe out. You might better just go fishing, man. Hey, good morning, plugs. Welcome to the show. I had up the here's my fancy find for the week. Yesterday, the weekend, I got a nice little Tootsie toy. Lots of good color on it still. In really nice shape. Tootsie toy. Tommy tells me he's never found a Tootsie toy. I have to get him. Thank you, Dan. Welcome to the show. Yeah, this one's in really nice shape. I was surprised to see it come out. What's that? Check it out. SWFL is one away from 500 subs. Congratulations, SWFL. You'll get it. You'll get it quick. I know you will. Um, that's pretty damn cool. Dan. See you later, Mark. Have a good day. Don't overdo it. Um, Tell Becky I said, hey. Um, Good morning. Plugs for days. Oh my gosh. I got all the good kids in here this morning. All the cool cats have come to the show. Yeah, man. Mark's probably got to go out there and feed them alpacas. Um, and yes, they're going to have a warming spree up there in New York State, but summer has not arrived yet, or spring. Good morning, Felipe. Welcome to the show. Looks like it might be a warming spree. Oh yeah, until Saturday. And Saturday, their high temperature is 14. Their low is 0. Well, at least it's not in the negative digits up north. Um, uh, so I think later today, this afternoon, I'm going to go back down to the town to the south and do a little swinging in that early neighborhood. Digger Dan says he's going to the beach. Might be sanded in, but will be the first time this year I will be swinging. Well, damn, Dan, get out there, go to the beach, and enjoy that stuff. I personally, I just don't. I don't really. I don't like. Well, I can't say I don't like the beach, but I don't do a lot of swinging on the beach. It's just not my thing. It's Tommy from Van Life. Don't forget your thong, Dan. Well, you got to look good when you're out there swinging the coil. Let's see. This WFL says beach. It's easier to hunt, easier digging. Well, no, I get that. Cynthia's off to get her coffee. The beach is weird for me here. The sand fleas bite me, and it's generally just too damn hot to be out there. I'm a guy that needs to get in the shade, and okay, Dan, you know what? You keep that elephant trunk put away, buddy. Oh my God, you guys are too much. Felipe will be at Cocoa Beach Saturday morning. No kidding. Are you taking your metal detector with you there, Felipe? Hey, Jim Steele. You guys are too much. Absolutely too much. Baby elephant. You guys. Tommy, you want to pop up here and say hi to the people this morning for a minute or two? He's in bed. See, it's a thing down here when it's rainy that you just don't want to get out of bed. Um, let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. Felipe says he likes the beach. Lane is hunting a plantation to Samoran Mont's Ferry. Well, where is that, Lane? That sounds fantastic. Is that 1700s or 1800s property? Good morning, Mark Lewis. Welcome to the show. No worries. So that I don't know where it went. $1600s. Holy moly. Man, that's fantastic. I hope you find some 1600 silver, or maybe even a little bit of gold up there. Good for you, man. That's fantastic. Where are you again, Lane? Where are you from? I can't. My brain doesn't work well. I don't remember. I know you told me at one. I know you've told us, but I can't remember. Um, uh, uh, Felipe, are you going to take your metal detector over to Cocoa Beach? Louisiana. Wow. Dude, that's fantastic. Um, you could have some Spanish silver up there for sure. Um, some of that early stuff, man. Good luck to you out there. I hope you find something fantastic. Um, Cynthia, is it really cold up there where you are now? Are you freezing out? Oh, it's not that cold up there, Cynthia. SWFL, it says it's 55. I see Tipton, Georgia at 42 degrees and feels like 42 degrees. That means there's no humidity, man. You should be out there running around in your bathing suit, Cynthia. It's not snowing. It's not raining. It's a beautiful day. She says she's cuddling her heater. That's funny. 46 there. It's warmer here. If I can get this thing to open up and tell me what the temperature is. "52 inland. It's 55 here. Feels like 53. 92% humidity. The big storm has gotten past us. The rain is gone. And our high today is 65. Going to be 70 tomorrow. And on a continuing rise until Sunday, we're going to get some more rain and a little bit of cold on the overnight, but not too bad. Chance of rain is gone by noon today, so I will probably head out and do a little bit of metal detecting this afternoon. 62 right now. Lane says it's 62 degrees in Louisiana. Maybe you guys don't get snow in Louisiana, do you? I'm looking for a new place to go in the wintertime. It's not Florida. SWFL, I don't know that. I want to say it was either Civil War or Revolutionary War. I don't know. We need to have John Long Silver Rails in here. That guy knows his history. Yeah, I don't know. Have you found a cannonball recently up the SWFL, Dennis? Lane says one snowflake is a blizzard. That's funny. He says my cannonball has a fuse. Tommy says shake it, toss it on the ground, and see if it's live. Man, that's nice of you, Tommy. And I'll tell you what, that could be a lot of fun. And Dennis said he did. He even banged it on the concrete. Oh my gosh, you guys are nuts. Dan says in 1421 they used fuses. Well, we know that. That's just funny. Did you get a cannonball? Did I miss that? Did you get a cannonball magnet fishing? I hear those unexploded ordnances can be unstable. blow your hand off or something like that. One snowflake is a blizzard. That's a riot.
Plugs joined.
Oh, I got somebody up here. Let me go say hi. Yeah, you're right. It could be a pirate cannonball. Morning, plugs.
Hey guys, good morning. I'm driving, but I figured ask how you doing and how's
Nice.
everybody doing.
Good morning, Bryce. Welcome, Bryce and Finn. Um, Bryce and Finn are up there in New York State, freezing their butts off. Good morning, plugs. Nice to see you,
How you
man.
doing?
I'm doing
I'm
all
good.
right. Doing okay.
Yeah, yeah. You had mentioned that if you were going to look at the weather and head up to New York, if it was good or something, are you not going to FH8?
Oh no, I'm going to FH8. It's way too cold in New York State still. There's too
Oh,
much snow on the road, and I can't drive in the snow. It's a lot of wishful thinking that it was warmer up there and I was there.
right on.
Yeah. Um, but as soon as the weather clears, I'm gonna leave here the 1st of April and start my trip back to New York State.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we've had 55 to 60 degrees this week and sunny.
wow, wow, nice.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous weather. I always thought that Idaho was cold in the wintertime, but I guess it's not.
Yeah. I've never been to Idaho, so I couldn't tell
Yeah,
you.
or I've I've been to Idaho and it's horrible in the winter. But Oregon, I would have thought Oregon was cold in the winter because you're out there and you're not far from California, though, are you?
No, I am as basically as far as you can get in the state of Oregon from California. I'm on the very top.
Oh well, no, see, but that's way north. So how come it's not cold? Like from all that stuff coming out of the British Columbia.
Well, I don't know. We're having a freak year of weather because, like, when I first moved here about 15 years ago, for the first 6 or 7 years, when winter came, it was cold and wet for 4 or 5 months. Now the climate's changing. It's changed. It's a trip.
Okay.
I'm about 3 hours, 4 hours actually, 4 hours, 4 hours from Canada.
Yeah. Um, it's like, New York State. I grew up in upstate New York, and I don't remember winters being in the -20s. And this year up there, it's been in the negative double digits several, I think 64 times this winter. It's been extremely cold. Um, so the climate's changing for sure. Um,
Well, I remember you were saying as a kid, you guys would go ice fishing and jump in the lakes or the rivers or whatever, you and your brother, and
yeah,
that was not that's not like you were doing that in -20 degrees, right?
no, 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 no. I mean, we were cutting the ice. It was probably 30 out, 30 degrees.
Oh wow.
And we were cutting, I would say, 2 to 3 foot of ice, um, so that we could do a polar dip and get back out and go back up to the camp. Um, but uh, the negative digits, that's something I haven't seen in a really long time up there, and maybe that's an indication that it's gonna, like, maybe next year it's gonna be one of those big freak snowstorms like when I was a kid in 77, 78. There was a massive storm up there. When I woke up in the morning, we couldn't get the front door open, and we went upstairs and climbed out the upstairs window to get outside.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's
there was
intense.
28 foot of snow that fell overnight. Um, that was a real winter, let me tell you. Um, and thank God for uh, the neighbor up the road. One of the farmers up the road came down through the roadway and plowed a path with his big front end loader, and then plowed a path for us from the end of the driveway up to the barns. Um, and then, um, I mean, we walked across the top of the snow and went into the barn up on the loft level, to feed the animals. Um,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, and I haven't seen a storm since like that since then. That was a huge storm, but they don't get that kind of snow anymore. Instead, they get -27, -40.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I
Yeah.
expect to see those temperatures in Canada, but not in New York State. Crying out loud.
Yes. Yeah. So Dennis, with your van, um, what do you think the lowest temperature you can handle, and how do you get heat? Do you have to just turn on your van and run the van heater to get heat into there?
No, I have a generator on the van, and I have a small ceramic heater. If it's super cold, and I just recently added a an electric blanket.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so and you know, you can run that off from the generator. Um, let's see, up in Colorado, the coldest night I had up there was 28, and that was early in my van life. I didn't have any heaters in the van. I had I had a couple of sleeping bags, and it was cold. I mean, it was brutal. After Colorado, I've experimented with small heaters. I had a Mister Buddy propane heater. That thing scared the crap out of me in this little space.
Plus, it
And so, you know,
stinks, huh?
that plus it stinks, and you know, you when you're using propane to heat with, you have to open a window. You have to have ventilation for those things, or you'll.
Yeah, so it's kind of reverse.
Yeah, it's an oxymoron. It's like military intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open the window.
So
We're turning the heat on.
yeah. So I got rid of that, and I went to a small ceramic heater that I had plugged in and mounted up here on my air conditioner. And that worked okay. It would warm just a little area. It worked okay until the switch broke and it caught on fire.
Oh,
Um, yeah, so you know, uh, I've had a few close calls in here with small fires, but then um, I went to this ceramic heater. You probably can't see that, but
I see it.
okay. And
Yeah, that's cool.
I set this on a paver brick on the floor, because heat rises, and I set it in the middle of the van, and I've never run it at on high temperature yet. Um, this winter, the coldest we had was we had one night that was 31 degrees, and and I kicked the heater on, and it was 41 in here, and then I kicked on the heater, you know, and um, I kicked on the heater for when I had to get out of bed, and just enough when I got up to go to the bathroom, and then I shut the
Yeah,
heater back off. I don't leave the heat on when I'm sleeping, because I'm too afraid of something shorting out and catching on fire while I'm sleeping. Um,
yeah.
the electric blanket, I leave that on. At night, I turn it on and set it on a low heat and just enough to keep the chill out. And it works well for me. Um,
Well, do you have like I can't remember the term or the names of them, but the blankets are like uh, zero below sleeping bags. Do you have one of those?
I do. I've got one that's rated for -20, and I have one that's rated for +25. Um, and this last end of the year up in New York, I had both of those out. I had the negative degree bag on the bottoms of the bed, and over top of it, laying on top of it, I had a second the +25. I get really cold really easy, so I just kind of snuggled in. Um,
You know, I'm really close, Dennis, to because I was considering getting a four door four wheel drive pickup and put a camper shell on or a van, and I'm really considering getting a van, another van, uh, for you know traveling and doing
yeah,
this. And I, there's only one thing, and I haven't done any investigating or checking out or anything, but it's like the beds. Everybody has their beds in their vans that are just set up and in the way, except for when you're sleeping. So what I would do is I would do like a Murphy bed to where it
yep,
swung up on. I can't stand having the bed set up. To me, that's just in the way in your limited space throughout the day. But that's
yeah,
just the thought that I had. You know.
yeah. I had thought about doing a fold away bed that left the floor plan open, but I couldn't figure out how to fold the bed away and keep my TV.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
um, and if you're gonna get a van, I would strongly urge you to get a high top.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I've got a Sprinter van that I'm in driving as we speak, and I don't know exactly how tall it is in the back. I'm 5'8", and I just have to crunch my head down an inch or two to stand in there. So, it's 5.5 feet tall anyhow
yeah,
back there, and
yeah,
that's not a high top, but there it is pretty damn tall.
right, right. I'm in just a standard cargo van, and um, I cannot stand up in this van. There's not enough
Oh,
room to stand up. Um,
well, how
Tommy,
tall are you any?
I'm 5'9".
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and I've got like 4.5 feet of clearance in here, so I can't stand straight up ever. Um,
Yeah.
Tommy says, and I want to point this out. He said you don't need either under under a quilt that's warm. You're out of the weather. Well, that's true, Tommy. Under the quilt or under the blanket, you're warm. But when you have to get out of bed to pee or go to the bathroom, it's cold. And so, for me personally, I don't want to get up and sit on a cold toilet seat. I want to have a little bit of warmth inside. And that's why I
Oh
have a
yeah.
ceramic heater. Um, up there in Colorado, my coldest night in Colorado, it was like 28 degrees. And I froze. I mean, I just, there's like 5% humidity in Colorado. It's super low. So when it's cold, it's just cold. Um, but down here in Florida, it's not so much being cold as it's the dampness from the humidity here. He pees like a girl. You're absolutely right. I do, because I can't stand up in my van. You ding dong. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I lay down actually. I do the Superman when I pee. I don't sit. I lay down straight out. My arms and
that's
legs
right.
straight out.
That's right. Tommy says, yes, it's freezing. My lower unit motor quit. Um, um, and he said it's 46 in his van right now. I'm going to slide up here so I can see my thermometer for inside the van. It's exactly 60 degrees in the van right now. So it's not bad.
So,
It's
so what happened to Tommy's? Is his van the lower end of
yeah.
his engine?
I don't know. He said, yes, it's freezing. My lower unit quit. It's 46 in my van right now. So don't know what is going on. I didn't think it was that cold up there where he's at. Um, Felipe is getting a scan tomorrow to check how the radiation chemo works. Hopefully it goes well. We'll know next Thursday. Well, Felipe, good luck with that. Keep positive. Stay happy. Hopefully, um, hopefully your scan will go well. And my other brother from another cousin, Dennis SWFL, he says, try on your knees over a tailgate for peeing. Um, uh, he was camping over there at Clearwater. He was camping in the back of his pickup truck. Um, um, so Felipe, make sure you touch base with us and let us know how that went. Um,
Hey,
and
Dennis, I thought you were going to go to 7 days a week with this coffee with cancer.
you
Did
know,
you
I
retract
was
that?
I did. It's just too. I sometimes I can get up okay, and sometimes I really like this morning. I struggled just to wake up. Um, and um, I'm not I'm not ready to go 7 days a week. It's just
Yeah.
I
Have you considered? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was saying, have you considered one day on the weekends at a certain time, not in the like your Wednesday, like
Yeah,
you've been doing your Wednesday evening, let it all hang out
yeah,
streams. You know,
yeah.
have you ever thought about doing something on one of the on a Saturday or Sunday?
I've thought about doing a Sunday stream, uh, either in the morning or in the mid afternoon. Um, um, and a lot of it's weather dependent. Like if I start streaming now on the weekends, when I get up north, I'm going to be streaming live from wherever I'm hunting. And I
Yeah,
don't know how well those do if you're not interacting with the community that's online with you, um, but rather uh, camera facing the ground while digging. Um, uh,
yeah. I
I
did. I've been doing those live streams and digging, and I'll jump on the chat. And the chat, see, like the chat, I noticed the chat takes care of itself because they're all
yeah,
chatting anyways. And then I've
yeah,
noticed a couple times when I'm saying some stuff, nobody's even paying attention to me anyways. you know, it's all
yeah. They're all having a conversation amongst themselves. Um,
yeah,
uh,
that's funny.
you know, I don't know. I guess I haven't given it a lot of thought yet as far as doing doing a Saturday stream or a Sunday stream.
Well,
A
hey, what
Sunday,
about just trying it once? You know,
yeah. Um,
that'd be the best way to figure it out. I mean, I'd be there. That's for
yeah. Um, I definitely could do that. Oh, you know what? Maybe that first stream should be the
church.
Sunday or Saturday the 19th next weekend.
Oh, when
Um,
you're at
from
FHH,
yeah, from
FH8.
FH8. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you could
that might
stream too when you're being a passenger with Tommy. If you get service, you could stream then because he's driving, and you could
right,
just kind of
right.
show and interview people. I don't know if I was there and I was in your boots, I'd be interviewing, like Bill and Squeak and whoever you see that has a channel. Hey, and you know what I mean, interviewing them, and that would be. I wish I was going to go. I'd want to do the same exact thing. Is just enjoy myself
Yeah,
and do what you and Tommy are doing. That's pretty damn cool.
yeah. Plus, I have a portable hotspot I can take with me, so that pretty much no matter where I am, I have service. I have internet. Um, Tommy says, "Oh, sure you would, plugs. Be there." Yep, I think he's calling you out there, plugs.
Oh, forgot. Well, hey, he knows we stream on Juices at the same time every weekend, and he decided to do it then. He's all butt hurt,
Oh
you know.
no. Yeah,
So
yeah.
called me out. Anyways, I told him I was apologized anyway. So get over it, Tommy. I'm not uh, Rob. I don't get into it, people. I don't get my feelings hurt.
Gotcha.
I apologize. Leave it there.
Yeah. Um,
Anyhow, how
SWFL
you feeling?
says, hold on one second. We'll do this one for SWFL. He says he's done a few live magnet fishing. He says it seems to go really well. So, yeah, maybe I can try doing a live stream while I'm out doing stuff. As far as how I'm feeling, my last uh, doctor's appointment scan. Um, I had an endoscopy last Friday. They found three three bleeding ulcers, a hiatal hernia, and a tumor in my upper esophagus about the size of a quarter. And I'm going to get the pathology for that, I think next week. And just keep my fingers crossed that tumor is benign. Um, it's got me a little bit concerned, but I'm doing okay. I'm having a problem with my health insurance here. That really has me more stressed out than the tumor does. Tommy says he was
I
kidding,
I know. I still
so
love him.
yeah, he still loves you, man.
I Hey, you know what I was thinking the other day? I was at the park and I saw a corgi. You know those corgi dogs with the little legs? And I
Yes.
started I started laughing. I said, "That's Tommy. If he was a dog, that would be Tommy."
Oh my God, that's too funny. Oh my God, that's too funny. Tommy, I'm sorry, man. He's probably kind of right. We were doing the here's I'm gonna give you guys I'm gonna give you an inspiration for tonight's show. Tonight's show is gonna be based on the Yo Mama jokes.
Oh, don't
Your
start that.
mama's so fat. Your mama's so ugly. Your mama's so stupid. Um, Tommy and I were slinging the "Your Mama" jokes all night last night for about an hour. Oh my god, I peed myself several times. It was horrible. So if you've got a good "Your Mama" joke, bring it to tonight's show, 7 o'clock. Um, it's going to be an epic, funny show. It's the Let It All Hang Out
Yeah,
show.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Um,
So anyhow, how are you feeling, Dennis?
you
You're
know,
not. Are you in pain? Are you in
I'm
pain?
I'm not. I'm so thankful uh for the push to use the cannabis oil. Um, if I hurt, I just do a shot of that cannabis oil, and 20 minutes later I don't feel a damn thing.
Oh, good.
And it's not the like I've used the leaf before, but leaf just makes me. It takes me a long time to recover um, from the leaf cannabis. Um,
What do you
it
mean? Just
stones me.
just buds? What do you
Yeah,
mean? Just buds? Oh
bud.
yeah.
Yeah, we call that leaf.
Well, it's
And but
psychoactive.
yeah. Well, it knocks
I
me
I
out.
you know I don't have anything against smoking because I used to smoke and buds and I don't anymore. I haven't for years, or I don't drink either. But I mean, I get around people. You have to be stoned to hang out with another person who's stoned because when you're not, you're just retarded. Or sorry, I said that on your stream.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely
I
right.
apologize.
No. Your
The
terminology is
man.
fine.
I
You're
used
you're
to.
absolutely you're right. If you're not stoned and you're with somebody who is, you look at him and you go, "What the hell is wrong with you, man?"
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Um, whereas with the cannabis oil, um, you're not stoned. I don't get stoned on
Oh,
cannabis oil.
yeah. That
Um, it,
they have the
it
oil.
will,
The CBD does wonders. You see, I had a couple friends back in Northern California when I lived in Northern California, and they had these plants were CBD, and they would make the oil, and they would give it to um, these families who had health insurance. And the greatest everything that these people were some high to do people, so they wanted nothing to do with the CBD, but their kids had seizures, and their kids had these major problems. But since these guys were cops, they couldn't help their kids the correct way because it was a profiling thing.
right,
So some of the
right,
and the person who was, my buddies who were making this stuff for free, giving it away, would have done it. Was like a federal crime. So
yeah,
they had to go and hide and make this stuff to help people, and they weren't doing it for a monetary value. They were doing it
right,
out of the kindness of their heart. But no, that the CBD does wonders, and I don't think it's gonna work right off the bat, you know, like a pain pill, take the pain and certain
right,
things, it needs to get one guy had some skin cancer on his face and he did the Rick Stimson and he kept applying it 2 or 3 times every day and then put a bandage and pretty soon the cancer went away on the skin cancer, you know,
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy got busted and had to move to Canada.
Really?
Yeah,
How
look,
come
read
he's
this
that?
Rick's because of America. It's not. The government's not making money off it. He actually
Right.
did some jail time. But if you want something interesting to read, how the just it's more of a I don't know. It's how our government really is. I know everybody already knows, but it's just all these different avenues of how they screw you, and look at the Rick Stimson. That'd be a good read, or a good
Right.
movie if they have it. But he's teaching people, and he's going around and giving it to people, and yeah, that CBD does wonders. And I think it's the CBD and the THC are under the it's an umbrella effect, so
Right.
it kind of throws people off. But at the same token, hey, when you, me, Tommy, Cynthia, or anybody go to the doctor, you're not studying on what they're giving you, anyways. Most of the time, you're just taking it because
Right.
a person who went to college and has got a degree is handing it to you, but he don't give a shit about you. They're,
Right.
maybe they do, maybe they don't. I shouldn't say they don't, but
The,
you are a customer.
your
You're a
customer,
willing
and
customer.
the prescribing of medications is it's not necessarily going to help you, but it's going to make that doctor more money because
Yep.
they get um, a stipend or some is the only word I can think of. They get money for prescribing medications. The pharmaceutical
And
in this
you are
country
exactly right.
is sick.
You're
You know,
exactly yes. My
yeah,
buddy's sister, she's a cancer doctor, or maybe she's retired now, and so was her husband. Well, she was telling some of the patients, "Hey, stop eating sugar. Just stop doing this. Stop." Just telling them basic shit, and her superiors above her said, "Hey, you need to stick with how you're taught and how we're telling you to
right,
to work here, and if not, we're going to have to let you go." And I think she
exactly,
actually took that to the heart, and she retired early because she wasn't helping people. You know, I imagine
right,
people when they want to be doctors, they want to be doctors, and because they want to help people. Like when you're a kid, I want to be a doctor, so because my mom was really sick, and I want to help other people. And then
right,
and then you get there, and you don't really can't. You know,
exactly, exactly. Um, the for me, the cannabis oil works very well. And based on my experience of using the oil, I then told my friend, I call her grandma because she's like 89 years old or 88, and she has a lot of pain and she can't. There's a lot of medicine she can't take, and I said, maybe you try the cannabis oil. And she said, well, pick me up a bottle and I'll try it. So I did,
yeah, hell with it.
and she loves it. It's she's not taking her pain pills anymore. She's using the cannabis oil. She only takes it at night, just like I do, and she's the for the last week she's been able to sleep through the night without any problems. Um,
Yeah.
it's just such a better avenue.
Well,
Holistic
I have a
meditation.
yes. Well, I have a customer that the husband and wife, they are into um, what is it? Not investigating, but they work in the one of the big doctors' offices here, the OHSU, and research. They're into research, and these guys are like doing some heavy duty stuff. And the wife is like, you know, I'm stressed out about my job because I come home and I can't leave it at work. I cannot stop thinking about this stuff, and I'm always just, go to work tired. So it's like you know, she could not come home, turn it off, and recover, go to work strong the next day with a fresh mind. I said, hey, get some CBD, soak it, and so she's doing that. She'll take a drop at night. She sleeps great. She goes to work fresh.
Right, right. Let me say hi to a couple of people.
Okay.
BC
Hi,
Treasure
everybody.
Trails. Good morning, BC Treasure Trails. Good morning, Pete. Metal detecting with Pete. Um, yeah, I've done some research on the Rick Simpson oil, and it's very different from this stuff I'm using. It's very thick. Um, and they say it tastes nasty, but they also say it works better than any oil out there.
Oh
Um,
yeah, there's different ways to make it too. You can put it in coconut oil, cooking oil.
yeah,
You can do it that way. There's butter. There's lots of different ways. But I like sugar, but a good way of thinking is processed foods. Processed foods. If a person just stays away from processed foods, they're going to live a long life. Because I was a kid,
exactly.
my grandma, she didn't have processed food. Every once in a while, she'd open up a can of like corn or green beans.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. I
processed food.
I used to thrive on McDonald's and Burger King, Wendy's and
Yeah,
Taco Bell, and
that's a
see,
99-cent heart attack, a brown bag
yeah.
heart attack.
Well,
They say.
5 or 6 years ago, I went on a kosher diet, um, and and that meant no processed food. So I stopped eating at fast food restaurants.
Yeah, I
I
bet you
also
felt the best in your whole entire life.
it was a huge improvement, and then I dropped sugar from my diet completely. I don't use sugar at all anymore. Um, or if I can't say not at all, but occasionally, if I have coffee, sometimes I'll add a little bit of raw sugar. Um,
Yeah,
I can't use the stevia. I have an allergic reaction to it. I don't know if it's how it's processed or whatever. It's the not sugar sweetener. I don't do well with those. Um, but I dropped sugar from my diet, and that's been a big improvement. Um, uh, February the 12th is my official quit date for smoking. I've been a smoker for 30 years, and I've
well,
made the attempt several times, um, um, and so February the 12th is my official quit date, and I'm pretty much there already. Um, I don't, and I don't smoke on camera because you know, I've had cancer so many times, and um, people are very discouraged by somebody who has cancer, who's had cancer, who smokes. Um, but it's I've been smoking a long time. It's my one bad habit, and I'm hoping to put an end to that um, this week. You know, it's a tough place to be. Um, um,
yeah,
but
it's a trip. It's
it's
a trip
yeah,
to
yeah,
taking care of yourself. Period. That's good, Dennis. That's
yeah.
good. Stick to it. And they say,
Thank
"Oh,
you.
I don't have time." These people say, "Oh, I don't have time to, uh, you know, do this or do that." But meal prepping, you man, meal prepping. Um, you can cut a steak, cook a steak, cut up some bell peppers, and take a bite of the steak and take a bite. Like eat. There's a whole lot of things people can do. From
Absolutely. Now, the idea of the kosher diet was that if you're eating healthier foods, you'll be healthier. And my doctor said, if you get on a kosher diet, you probably won't get cancer again. Well, that was wrong. Cancer for me is a hereditary thing. My mom, my dad, my two older brothers, and my sister, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins have all died from cancer. I am the only surviving member of my family, and and my
my mom, my dad, my siblings all died before they were 50. And so here I am. I just turned 56 this last November. Um, I've outlived everybody in my family. I'm the youngest in the family, and every year is a gift, and every day is a gift. So, um, you know, I want to be here a lot longer. I want to be here another. Well, I don't necessarily want to be here another 50 years, but I want to be here for a while yet. Um, so, oh my gosh, you look fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
at any rate, I'm going to have to cut this one off. We've been on for an hour
Okay,
and
Dennis.
6 minutes, but I appreciate you coming up. Um, I'll be back here tonight at 7 o'clock, and we'll have a good time. If you guys are around, come on in. Remember to throw me a thumbs up if you like this program. And thanks, Plugs, for stopping in today. I enjoyed your visit.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
Your mama's so fat. Her blood type is Rocky Road.
Oh my God, you're bad. All right.
All right, we're
Affirmation
gonna
for.
carry.
Let me give the affirmation. The affirmation for today is happiness is a choice. Is that the right one? Yeah, happiness is a choice. I base my happiness on my own accomplishments and the blessings I've been given. Happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to be unhappy. It's up to you.
Yep,
All right, y'all.
you're
Thanks for coming
absolutely
in.
right.
And we'll see you this evening. Don't go
Hey,
away.
Dennis.